And we are here. We are live for all podcast, I believe, episode number 30. If you're counting all of the programs over the last 2 years, we are live on YouTube and our SPCA Tampa Bay and SPCA Tampa Bay Veterinary Center Facebook pages. So please like, subscribe, share everything with your friends, and let's talk about the animals in our care. And National Nonprofit Day. It's weird how we always plan our programs on certain days, but you know the deal. If you have heard the program before on your favorite podcast audio channel, or you've watched us live before on YouTube or Facebook, we start every episode off with barking news. Let's do it. All right, we don't have breaking news, we have barking news. And it's National Nonprofit Day, August 17th, we're live, but we also have two very big events and the future for SPCA Tampa Bay. Let's talk about the one for next year. It's actually a twofer. That's right, 2 for 1. It's our pet walk. We have the date. It is April 15th, 2023. And something new for us, we haven't done this before, but because the pet walk is growing, that's our big fundraiser for peer-to-peer fundraising. Everybody loves cats, dogs, and animals, livestock in our care. And you raise a lot of money for the 7,000 animals that we care for every year. We get together, celebrate at North Stroud Park in St. Pete, but we're also going to celebrate right here in the Clearwater, Largo, Pinellas Park area with Orange County Choppers Roadhouse. That's right, 2 locations. You can go to petwalk.org right now. We're getting that website updated, but it has the dates. You can start marking your calendar. It's going to be a lot of fun. This year, November 10th, it's our day of giving. Pet Walk and our day of giving, 2 big fundraisers, November 10th, 2022. It used to be called Paw It Forward. And of course, Pet Walk next year, April 15th, 2023. I don't think that will be tax day because it's on a Saturday. Everybody calm down. They'll probably move that to later on after the Pet Walk. And that's just my best guess. But Google it, you'll probably be able to find out that information. We have information on the screen. You see that big QR code that could help you out with a donation to our SPCA Tampa Bay For All Shelter and Pet Hospital in St. Pete. It is National Nonprofit Day. But before we get to that story, right before we came on live, I had the St. Pete Paws office send me some information because we were not on the air or live April 10th when this article came out. This was an article from Smart Asset. They are a website dedicated to consumer-focused financial information and advice. And this advice was on the top pet and or dog cities across the country. And since St. Pete Paws sent this to me, why do you think they sent it to me? Because St. Pete was ranked number 1 out of the list. The key findings for top ranking cities offering considerable more dog parks. And of course, St. Pete is there. Let me read this to you. For the ultimate dog lover in search of the most dog-friendly city, look no further than St. Petersburg, Florida. For pet care, residents have access to the 5th highest number of pet stores and vet offices. Well, we have one down there on 5th Avenue. You'll also find roughly 18 dog shops, 3rd highest among all cities in the study, and 134 dog-friendly restaurants. I wonder if those restaurants are the same thing as like dog bars and places to have yappy hours. More on that later. Coming in at number 3 was Tampa, Florida. Dog owners have access to the 4th highest number of dog parks per capita, 4.9 for every 100,000 residents. They also have 242 dog-friendly restaurants in Tampa. Somewhere there has to be Dunedin and all the great cities and other destinations we have in the Tampa Bay area. Okay, let's get to the nitty-gritty of today. It is National Nonprofit Day, and our organization partners with a lot of other great organizations in the community. So let's hear from some of our great staff members led by our marketing manager, Kristen Davis, on how we are thanking you and how we serve you in the community.
Today is National Nonprofit Day. Nonprofit Day is celebrated on August 17th every year to recognize the amazing work that nonprofits do in our community. SPCA Tampa Bay is a for-all shelter located in Largo, Florida. We house dogs, cats, rats, turtles, guinea pigs, and so many more, along with injured wildlife. Additionally, we have a veterinary center in St. Petersburg. We're there for your dog and cat health needs. Now, let's take a look around and see all of the amazing work that we do behind the scenes at SPCA Tampa Bay.
Thank you, Kristen. You know, a common misconception is that SPCA Tampa Bay is funded by a large parent organization or a major donor somewhere. But the reality is that we rely on individual contributions from donors just like you throughout the Tampa Bay region. You can visit our website to see all of the different ways to get involved and become a supporter of an independent nonprofit organization, SPCA Tampa Bay.
Thanks, Laura. We do rely on our community to keep the doors open here at SPCA Tampa Bay. There's lots of easy things you can do to make an impact here. I'm Christy Kohler and I'm our Donor Relations Manager. You can do easy things like sign up for Amazon Smile. It's really simple, takes a couple of seconds, and every time you make a purchase, Amazon will remind you that you want to switch over so that we get credit. You can set up a small monthly donation. Those really add up to about $10,000 a month comes in from our recurring donors to help us take care of the animals here at SPCA Tampa Bay. You can ask at your office. A lot of companies have matching programs where they'll match every donation you make, doubling your impact there. Some of them have community grant programs. That really matters too. The fact is, in fundraising, one of the things that's always true is that who's asking matters. So when it comes down to it, you talking about us, the best thing you can do for us. Don't just follow us on social media. Share the stories. Tell your family and friends why it matters to you, especially the ones that touch your heart. Whether that's Penny the pit bull who couldn't let go of her stuffed toy, or a Chihuahua with 2 broken legs who finally walked his way into a brand new home. There's lots of exciting things going on here all the time. Just tell your friends and family why we matter to you, and perhaps you'll turn them into a donor for us as well.
Hi, I'm Wendy Benedict, Director of Development here at SPCA Tampa Bay. I am excited to work with you on Pet Walk, our annual walk, non-competitive walk at North Stroud Park, our Day of Giving in November. I'm also in charge of corporate relations, fundraisers, and restaurant promotions.
Sit, baby. Good girls. Good girls. Hi, I'm Casey. I work at SPCA. I'm an animal welfare counselor. Come here, sit. Here at SPCA, being an animal welfare counselor, we are taking care of all the animals. We are feeding, we are cleaning up their areas, just making sure that they are happy, healthy, and comfortable at all times. It's really important that we do this every day with them. The animals here really rely on us. And it's just all part of their process of being able to find their forever homes. That's the biggest reason why I love working here. I have a true passion for animals, and it's always been a favorite thing of mine to take care of them and know that they are happy and they're learning. And to be able to see them come in and not have a home and then they get to be adopted, it's a wonderful experience.
Hi, welcome to SPCA Tampa Bay Veterinary Center. I'm Amanda Corzat, Digital Marketing Creator here at SPCA Tampa Bay, and with me is Cha-Cha, a 19-year-old rescued pup who's joining us today at the Vet Center for her exam. And we wanted to welcome you to the Vet Center and tell you a little bit about what we do here. The SPCA Tampa Bay Veterinary Center is open to the public, so we welcome dogs and cats in the community. We do complete health care for dogs and cats. And by visiting the Vet Center here, you're actually supporting the operations of our shelter in Largo. So by visiting the Vet Center, you're helping us care for thousands of animals every year at the shelter. Our Vet Center also offers a high quality, high volume spay and neuter program geared towards young, healthy animals. And by streamlining the process for spay and neuter, we're able to offer affordable surgeries for our community here. So we're offering an important service for the community by allowing many animals to undergo a procedure that will reduce the number of stray animals and animals that end up in shelters. So thank you so much for your support. We very much appreciate you supporting our veterinary center here in St. Petersburg on 5th Avenue, as well as our shelter location in Largo. Cha-Cha says thank you as well.
I'm AJ. I work here at the SPCA. I am an animal welfare counselor. And what we do here at the SPCA is we take care of the animals. We make sure that they are happy and healthy. I actually started here because even as a kid, I've always wanted to work with animals. It's been one of my biggest passions. And eventually I hope to possibly get into medical and be able to take care of animals from a different point of view.
I hope you enjoyed learning more about what goes on behind the scenes at SPCA Tampa Bay. As a nonprofit organization, we rely on the community's support to help us do the important work that we do. There are so many ways that you can get involved, whether it be donating your time, spreading the word about what we do, or making a monetary donation. We would love for you to visit us soon at SPCA Tampa Bay or online at spcatampabay.org.
Bravo. Well done, team. Casey and AJ, way to go. That was their debut on the For All podcast. Want to make a shout out also to the company Monin. Monin, a big supporter of SPCA Tampa Bay during this National Nonprofit Day. In honor of this day, this is on social media, Monin will be donating a portion of the proceeds of all Monin passion fruit sales. That sounds delicious. During the month of August to 4 of the nonprofit organizations we partner with. And of course, one of them is us. And then we'll shout out the CORE, Grounds for Health, and Step Up for Students. You want more information about their hashtag Compassion Project by Monin, just go to our SPCA Tampa Bay Facebook page. You'll be able to find that post. And if that passion fruit drink is something that you like, or even if you know somebody else that likes it, please share it with them. It would help us out. And also want to shout out that we do a lot to help the community as well. I mean, even before I went on this For All podcast, had a member of the community call up and ask about our food bank and how we collect food and not just share it with our animals when they are in need, but also with the community because we know sometimes times get tough out there and you can turn to SPCA Tampa Bay. Also at our pet hospital, we do have some financial assistance over there. It takes a bit of paperwork to get through it, but it is there. So please consider SPCA Tampa Bay if you're in need, or if you know somebody who's in need, just go to our website. We have that information. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We have ambassador videos coming up. We have more information about our event coming up in 10 days. Clear the Shelter, 827-2022. Stay with us. And thanks for watching the For All podcast. Our Clear the Shelters event is coming up on 827-2022. Or if you happen to be, listening on the audio file on your favorite podcast channel, glad that you're with us. You can always go back and review all of our episodes. Okay, 827-2022. Clear the Shelters. Okay, dogs, cats, livestock. We still have 10 days left to promote this thing. So I want to get some feedback from everybody here at the community. We've got a couple videos to show you. We can probably mimic these here with our team to get some of these dogs and cats adopted. Matt's going to roll a dog and a cat video, and you let us know in the comments, either live or later, which one you'd like to see. And next week, we'll surprise you. So let's see these dog and cat videos. I really enjoyed them from
Okay, meeting the new family today. No worries, everything's gonna be great. Just be yourself, Carl. You'll be fine. I'm sure they'll have bones, they'll do belly rubs. Belly rubs. Yeah, they're gonna do belly rubs. All right, and they're gonna have bones. So what are we so scared of? This is gonna be great. Everything's gonna be great.
That was our dog one. Everybody needs a new best friend. What about our cat? I think this one's short and sweet. I'm leaning toward the cat. I mean, that was like, you know, I know it's a cliche, the catwalk, the lights, the camera, the action. 827-2022. It's 10 days from today. All animals will be $8.27 on that Saturday. We will have a special Clear the Shelters for All podcast. So be sure to be back on YouTube and Facebook. We'll probably have some animals and some of our staff throughout the For All shelter trying to show you live some of the animals we have, because many people are probably saying right now, Eric, should I wait until Saturday and pay $8.27? Since traditionally most of our animals, cats and dogs, are around $30 to $125. The inventory will change. If you see a forever friend that you want right now, we open up in 43 minutes. So come on down to the For All shelter in Largo. Don't wait. That animal and our inventory for the animals, the transfers that come in, working with Pinellas County Animal Services, it will change. So don't wait until it's $8.27 on Saturday, August 27th. Get here early. Traditionally, in the past couple of years, even during 2020 and COVID, we had cars lined up. I mean, it would take 5 minutes for all of the cars to pull in. So please arrive here early. If you have a dog and you're looking to add another dog to the family, please bring that dog with you. Let us know maybe ahead of time. We can make sure we have volunteers and staff here to have that formal introduction, make sure it goes smooth, and make sure that you're able to find that animal's new brother or sister as well. Any questions about Clear the Shelters, go to our website, which, by the way, just want to update you. Right around the corner here, because we're broadcasting in the Adoption Center, is our adoption area that we take a lot of social media images. And we've had 2,005 adoptions so far this year for animals in our care, including last week we had 60 plus. So heading into this week, we have 57 cats or kittens, including a cat named Reagan. We have some critters, 32 of them, including a rabbit named Chicken. Really? And a duck named Cheese. Okay. And we have 40 plus dogs, even a dog named Doug. A dog named Doug. He's actually 7 months old. So please find the friend that you want. Come in now. Don't wait for Clear the Shelters. It is Clear the Shelters month, but all animals on 827-2022 will be $8.27. It will be packed, so get here early. In fact, get here early every day, because usually people are waiting outside the gate at 130th Avenue. Okay, National Nonprofit Day. We like to talk about what we do in the community, what the community does for us. We can't talk enough about our ambassadors. A lot of times our ambassadors are just people like you and I, but sometimes they're big companies like Lowe's Commercial Painting.
Just being involved with the SPCA is a big thing with us. You know, we like to be involved in any kind of community, you know, charitable thing that we can get involved with.
I think it was an honor. I think I had realized at that point that we must have been doing something big and making a difference a little bit with everybody who contributes and gives back to the SPCA.
I think I have a little bit of favoritism towards the ones that we've actually personally adopted, which is our dog Jax. He's a great dog. From the moment we went in and actually met Jax, our kids actually just fell in love with him. So we knew at that moment that he was going to be our family dog. So As far as going there and seeing other animals, I think I've seen a big pig, which is always kind of neat because you don't see a lot of pigs around. It's kind of cool. And then, just seeing all the animals there. I think it's great that you get to see animals that are being cared for that, unless otherwise, might just be somewhere else and, abandoned or, nobody be taking care of them. So I think it's great just seeing all of the animals there.
We all love animals. I think Mike and his significant other probably love them more than they have more than us. So, but I think we just love all of them, and they're family members. And I think anybody who's a true animal lover, it's not just a dog that's outside. They become part of your family as well, and attached to your kids and attached to you. And so we've always had dogs. We have 2 now, which is more than we ever had, but they're really for the kids and just that, companionship. And we found Jax there, who we love. He had been adopted very short time and then was brought back. I think the people got in over their head with him. He had come from a North Carolina shelter, so he'd never really been domesticated. So he was a lot of work, but he's a sweet dog. And we all fell in love with him and we're willing to put the effort in to train him. We've had him for, I think, 6 or 7 years now. He's getting old and fat now, so he's easy to control. But they're all just part of the family. We've all, with being a family-owned business, we're all related, so we see each other in and outside of work. We know each other's pets, we know each other's kids, obviously, and it's just a really cool relationship. We can do more than what we can do. And then when we bought this building, we used to be over by Lake Park and 66th Street. I think this even opened our eyes bigger, and being right in your guys' backyard, it really flourished the relationship of it growing, that especially during hurricane season. I think it might have even been Martha's conversation with Mike, who's one of the other owners, of, you guys have this big warehouse. We have all these donations of food. We don't have anywhere to store them. We're literally in your backyard, bring them over. So I think it's just being a good community partner, and it's just, organically evolved over the years of animal love versus kids versus community to just being a business relationship and becoming friends over the years.
I think it worked out great. I mean, it's the pictures that we got and some of the stuff that I seen was the end result was, it was great. It looked really good.
Always know SPCA, or you have kids and let's go for the day and go look at the animals and then get ice cream, and you just don't realize, because it's in your backyard, how much you're helping even on those little instances until you get in a situation like owning a business.
Being one of the owners with Lowe's Commercial Painting, we love being partners in the community with, SPCA, because of, we have a few different things that we work on that, that with our scare house that we run here at our warehouse, the Pinellas Scare House, we run that here. So that's a great charitable donation as well that we try to get involved with. But as far as Lowe's Commercial Painting, I think we just like to be involved with somebody in the community that's helping and being involved as far as that goes.
They love scaring each other. They have grown up that way. Their dad, who is also in the picture with us, also a co-owner, it's us four, their whole lives, right? They're just big kids. So it was all about scaring and then looking for something to do to fill their time, and had come across a guy who was selling this scare house business that he had created over years of being in the Boy Scouts with his son, and they did it as a fundraiser. He just didn't want to do it anymore. So they're like, let's buy it, let's do it. So the first year was just for fun, I think, as a hobby, and it went off way better than anybody had thought, and everybody was excited, and we wanted to give a portion of that back. And of course we picked you guys, being in the backyard, and then we're like, let's make it charitable. They can get a discount on their ticket if they bring in donations. So then we were able to get donations and also give some in-kind money back. But I didn't realize how many people like to be scared. I hate it. So I'm like, I don't get this business model, but it works and they enjoy it. And again, another bond between all of them of building it and tearing it down.
Great partners in the community, just a mile from our 4-hour shelter here in Largo. That's Lowe's Commercial Painting. And I know that Scare House is very popular with a lot of members of the community. I love it when the reporters go out there from the media and they talk about how, they're tied to SPCA Tampa Bay, and those reporters, so they go out there early in the morning, it's dark, or late at night for one of their stories. And let me tell you, you get your money's worth when you go through there with your donation and everything for that Scare House. I know our staff has been out there in the past. Not me, I'm not going. I'll watch something like that on The Walking Dead, but I'm not going to go in that and let the staff see how much of a scaredy dude I am with that stuff, even though it's fake. Hey, and also I know we might have seen a little bit of it in that video, but just again, thank you to Lowe's Commercial Painting. Back during COVID, when Hill's Pet Nutrition sent us 15,000 pounds of food to share with the community, where did we store all that? In their warehouse. So thank you again, Lowe's Commercial Painting. One more ambassador story to tell you about, and also where we'll be this weekend. So stay with us here on the For All podcast.
All right, brainstorming ways we can clear the shelters. Any ideas?
No.
All right, anybody else? Bill?
Great.
This is just fantastic stuff, guys.
What if we were to make sandwiches?
Sandwiches. And that's your idea?
3 words. Magic tricks.
Yeah, well, that's 2 words, so...
Ah, what if we dance?
Can we get serious, guys?
5, all right.
6, 7, 8.
If I'm being honest right now, I like that sandwich idea.
Thank you.
Throw it in
Well,
the boss.
let's
One more
compare
time.
to me.
Kickball change.
Jelly.
Pot of a red.
Beef if you fancy.
Blasting right inside this adoption center on 827-2022. All right, welcome back to the For All podcast. One more ambassador on this episode to share with you, and that is she's one of our favorites because she's a volunteer that goes on Toto Tampa Bay and talks about SPCA Tampa Bay, and that is an area attorney.
I am a stand-up comedian, and I was producing a show, and they wanted to do a story about it because it was Que Funny. It had bilingual comedians in it, and we were in the green room. I forgot what, Channel 8 News, I believe, and so we were both going to be interviewed. Martha was there with, I forgot the name of the dog, but it was a cute pit bull. And we just got to talking in the green room, and I was telling her about the show and that it was bilingual. She's like, wait, you're bilingual? And I said, yeah. And so she said, hey, maybe you could, help us out a little bit with the bilingual community, the Hispanic community. And I said, sure. And here we are. I loved it, but there was a little bit of like, okay, let me remember everything that, that I've studied about, but it felt good. Like it was nerve-wracking at first, but the host was so good at just kind of helping me relax, and her questions, I could answer them all, thankfully. And it was really fun. It really, really was. I was very happy to do it. I love my dog, but I love animals in general. I memorized all the information you gave me. And you gave me a lot, and she didn't ask as much as I thought, but I guess also with the skills I've acquired through acting and comedy, I was like, okay, if it gets to a place, I'll just wing it. I'll say something, or I don't know, I guess thankfully, because I had that background, I wasn't as nervous as probably someone else would have been. Well, I've been a stand-up comedian for 19 years now. And about 7 years ago, I started acting. My comedy has been pretty restricted to Florida because, I had children. They're now in college, but, just kind of staying close by. But when I started acting, they were older because it was only 7 years ago. And I was able to travel. So fortunately, I've worked on some pretty cool projects. I'm still small roles, but I got to, my first big project was to do a film with Marlon Wayans, and that was really cool. I did 2 scenes, only one made it into the movie, but I'm thankful for that. And then I did, right after that, I think I booked an episode of Chicago Med, and that was fun. I had to go to Chicago for that. And
And let's see, done Chicago Med, The Act, which is a crime series based on a true crime. That was fun. That's on Hulu. And I've done a couple of short films. Recently, I like to do stuff for Florida State University. They have an excellent film school. And usually when you start as an actor, the teachers always tell you, oh, go to FSU and try to get into their film so you can have a reel. And so I did that when I started. I got a couple of roles, and those are my first projects. But now that I've been doing this a little bit longer, I always check to see if there's anything I'm interested in, just to help them out. Because I booked a horror film, and I play a grandma, and all my lines are in Spanish. So I was excited about that. I'm like, oh, I can put this in my reel.
And we have more reels with Veneria. I mean, we have at least 2 more videos that we're going to put up on our YouTube channel with that interview. Because if you couldn't see in the lower left-hand corner, her dog Luna's tail wagging. Yes, Luna eventually takes over the program for a couple of those features. But thank you, Veneria, for all that you do for SPCA Tampa Bay. And again, you can catch her at least once a month on Toto Tampa Bay. That is a new program with Channel 8 and Channel 38. That airs, I believe, in the afternoon. All right, so now it's time to award a couple of tickets to the Tampa Bay Rowdies game. You know, if you follow us on social media, you know that we have a question of the week, and the Tampa Bay Rowdies sponsor that question of the week. It's a pretty easy one. I mean, especially if you're, let your fingers do the walking on to Google this. What year was SPCA Tampa Bay founded? That was the question. We had 95 entries. How can we have 95 entries and only about 10 people watching live? I'm just wondering, asking for the community. We had 37 correct, so way to go. Those of you that Googled it, or those of you that just knew off the top of your head, the answer was 1940. We just had our birthday, July 15th. And it was born in 1940 as the Animal Welfare League. So let's see who's going to win. It is ding, Kelsey Christine from the Instagram story. Way to go. So reach out to us via Instagram or call us up by getting the phone number on the website or send an email to info@spcatampabay.org, and we'll get those rowdy tickets out to you. And thanks for participating. So one more thing to tell you about before we go. This weekend, you go to our spcatampabay.org page, and we have an events calendar. This Saturday from 3 to 6 p.m., we'll be at the Dog Bar. They'll have prizes, and for every Tiger Lily lager that you want to have, $1 of that will go to SPCA Tampa Bay as a donation. So way to go, Dog Bar. And for all of our other events, just head on over to the website or scan that QR code right there. And you can donate to our great cause. We'll see you on the next episode. That is 827-2022. That is Clear the Shelters. We will be live. I have to get out of here because in 27 minutes, people are going to be in here ready to do work and find some animals forever home. So we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.